Question 2, we've got a matching questions, and the figure 1 showing the possible allocations of work as to 6 tasks. And part A is asking us to explain why it is not possible to find a complete matching. Okay, so when you've got this, it's always a good idea to start looking at the ones that are really limited. Like, for example, F can only do 6. So I'm going to say, right, well, if I assume that F does 6, I'm just going to draw on the diagram. And I'll write this down in a second, okay? That would mean, consequently, that E would have to do 2, because obviously E can't do 6 as well. If that happened, it would mean that B is now left with nothing to do, so therefore we're never going to be able to get to the full matching. So writing that up as a sentence, so this is part A, and like I say, don't forget to label the different parts. If F does 6, then E must do 2, leaving B unmatched. Okay, there's obviously lots of different ones you could do, but it's just making sure that you're really precise with this does this, and then therefore that leaves something unmatched at the end. Okay, alright, so that is part A done. Part 2 shows, part B even. Figure 2 shows an initial matching. Starting from this initial matching, find 2 alternating paths that start at C. Okay, so I'm going to just do this on the sheet over here. So this is part B. Alright, so I've got to start at C. So starting at C, here, I've got to go to 1. That's the only place that that can go to. So I've got C going to 1. Okay. Now, from 1, I have to go to A, because once I've gone along a matched one, unmatched line, I then have to go along a matched line, which is this one here. So on this diagram, it's going from A to the 1. So drawing that like that. Okay. From A, I need to go along an unmatched line, and I've got 2 choices here, and this is where the 2 distinct paths comes in. I'm going to take the first one first, and I'm going to go along to 3. Now, once I'm at 3, I stop there because 3 is an unmatched node, and we'll always have to finish at an unmatched node. Okay, so this is my first path. We then change the status, so change of status, which then gives me that I've got C is now matched with 1, 1 is no longer matched with A, and A is now matched with 3. Okay, just want to check, does it want me to give the full matching that does? No, it just wants me to find the 2 alternating paths, so I don't need to put the list for part B yet. Okay, so that is my first alternating path. We're now going to do exactly the same thing again, starting at C, but we're going to take the other path. So that is one alternating path. So second alternating path, again, starts at C, has to go to 1 just like it did before, and has to go to A just like it did before. Now, once I got to A, last time I took a choice to go to 3. This time, instead, I'm going to go down to the 5. So that takes me A going to 5. Now from 5 I need to go along a matched line because I've just come along an unmatched one, and I can see from figure 2 that 5 is matched with D, so I need to go from 5 to D. So 5 along the matched line to D. Can't stop there because remember I have to finish it an unmatched, so from D I've only got one option, and that is to go to 4. So D across to 4. Once I get to the 4 I can stop because 4 is a currently unmatched node. So D to 4. Change of status, which is going to give that C is now matched with 1, 1 is no longer matched with A is now matched with 5, 5 is no longer matched with D, and D is now matched with 4. So that is part B. We've found our 2 alternating paths, so we're going to take that off. Okay, part C is to list the 2 improved matchings generated by using the 2 alternating paths found in B. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark this on my diagram here for my part C, but obviously you can just list that at the bottom as well. So for the first path, I can see that I now have got, from this bit here, I've got C matched with 1 and A matched with 3. So C with 1, A with 3. I also can see from my original ones that, so this bit here, I've got B is matched with 2, get rid of that red line, D is matched with 5, and E is matched with 6. So that was B with 2, forgotten already, D with 5, and E with 6. So D with 5 and E with 6. Okay, so that is from the first one. From the second path, going down to the bottom, I've got C with 1, A with 5, and D with 4. So C with 1, A with 5, and D with 4. And from the original ones, I've still got the E being matched with 6, that's not changed, and I've still got B being matched with 2, so E with 6 and B with 2, and that one's left F and 3 unmatched. Okay, so that is part C, done. After training, task 5 is added to Bernard's possible allocations, starting from either of the 2 improved matchings found in C. Use the maximum matching algorithm to find a complete matching. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark it on this one here, is I'm going to mark on the new possible allocation, so that is B with 5. So it's going to look like that. Okay, you can choose which one you want to start from. Again, I'm just going to quickly draw it onto that figure 2 there, and I'm going to start with this first scenario here. So the differences that I had from the original matching is I've no longer got A matched with 1. I've got, so I'm just crossing that out, I've got C with 1 and A with 3, leaving the F and the 4 unmatched. Okay, so that means I need to start at F, and I'm going to because that's my unmatched one. From F, I need to go to 6. From 6, I must go to E because I need to travel along a matched one. From E, I'm going to have to go to 2 because I'm going along unmatched. From 2, I have to go to B, and then from B, I can go down to 5 because I know I'm going to use the new line. Then from 5, I have to go to D, and then finally across to 4 to the unmatched one. So writing that down in my answers, it was, I'll have to go backwards and forth because I've got a 3-second memory. So this is part D, it was F to 6 to E, and I've forgotten already, E to 2 to B to 5, E to 2 to B to 5, and, oops, and then D to 4, and then D to 4. Okay, change of status. Change of status. So that's going to give me, I don't know why I sang that, I do apologise. F to 6, to E, to 2, to B, to 5, to D, and to 4. Okay, let's go back to the question, check we've got everything that we need. So use the maximum algorithm to obtain a complete matching. You must list the additional paths that we use, we've done that, and state the complete matching. We haven't stated the matching yet, so we're going to quickly do that now. So that means I'm going to have A is still matched with 3 as it was at the start of it. B is now matched with 5 from just that bit there, so B with 5. C is still matched with 1, that didn't change. D is now matched with 4. E is now matched with 2. And F is now matched with 6. I've listed my complete matching, so I can tick that off. And that is question 2 finished.